What does worship even mean? Where Allah, He tells us, for example, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. The only reason I have created man and the jinn is so that they may worship me. There is no other reason. Perhaps for many of us, the very first thing that comes to mind when we hear the term ibadah, worship, is bowing on prostration and the recitation of the Quran and fasting the long days of the summer and praying the long nights of the winter. And this is la shak min arqa anwa' al-ibadah. Some of the highest levels of worship, don't get me wrong, but is it exclusive to that? And the answer is no. The scholars are teaching us that anything that a person does, so long as it fulfills two criteria, in the eyes of Allah, it's an act of ibadah. What are the two conditions? Can anybody tell us the first? What is the first condition? Sorry? The niyyah. The intention. The intention is to glorify Allah. The intention is to please Allah. But is the intention enough? Is the intention enough? The answer is no. Some of those who blow themselves up in marketplaces, they have good intentions, believe it or not. But in the eyes of Allah, they are doomed. Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu was killed in the name of what? Paganism. Ali radiallahu anhu was killed in the name of Islam. Abu Lu'lu'at al-Majusi was the one who killed Umar radiallahu anhu, the fire worshipper. But the killer of Ali and the killer of Uthman, they were Muslims. And they were worshippers of Allah. They were harder in worship than you and I are. Believe me. In fact, the Messenger ﷺ said to his companions, when you see how they worship Allah, you will belittle your worship in comparison to theirs. And you will belittle your Quran in comparison to them. He said, but they are the dogs of the hellfire. Yeah? So intention on its own is not enough. It is a condition. But there has to be another, which is maybe another answer from our sisters. Al-mutaba, compliance to the sunnah of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The intention and compliance to the sunnah of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If these two conditions are found in anything you do, guess what? In the eyes of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, it is an act of worship.